everyone. If you haven't already seen this video over on Tarot with Tay, be sure to go on and head over there to watch Why You're All That. This is just doing the same reading in neon, and there's going to be different messages that come out, so this should be interesting for you to compare and contrast. Here are our initial group selections. Okay, we have the orange highlighter for group number 1. Group number 2 is the green highlighter. Group number 3 is the pink highlighter, and group number 4 is the blue highlighter. So feel free to pause the screen if needed. And let's go ahead and get started and find out why you are all that. All right, so group number 1, orange highlighter. My group number 1s that selected this orange highlighter. Let's go ahead and find out why you are all that. Ooh, I almost pulled the whole... Okay, so I almost pulled the whole eye mirror. Okay. What makes you all that? There's this sense of divine protection coming through, first of all. Okay, so we have 3 cards that just plopped right out here. I'm getting this energy of these cards could work, but there's something better. Okay, so that coming through with the protective energy that I was referring to a minute ago, I am seeing that my orange highlighter group, you are very selective about what you give your time, effort, and energy towards, okay? This is part of why you're all that. Let's talk about why my group number 1s, orange highlighter, are all that. You handle things with grace. You're great at organizing too, is what I'm seeing here. All right, so starting off, we have the Strength card. Okay, so you have a very strong and powerful personality. And the way that this reflects into your everyday life is just as someone who kind of knows what they want, knows what aligns with that, and knows what doesn't. Okay, I was handed those 3 cards in the beginning, and you were in this energy of analyzing it for everything that it is, seeing everything that it could be, but realizing what is and isn't a true match for you. You have a gift for knowing what is and is not a true match for you. Hence the 2 of Cups coming out here. Strength card and the 2 of Cups. Something that makes you all that as well is the strength in the connections that you have with people, most specifically like soulmate energies, like people that have explored their souls enough, you connect deeply with, okay? There's this energy of you being able to read people well, but only if they have read themselves, okay? But if you come across someone who hasn't read themselves, you just have this energy of like feeling like you are too strong for them. I see this tendency to release people, places, and things because you feel that it doesn't align with your power. You feel like it kind of takes from your power. It feels like it's trying to feed off of your energy here. This could be intentionally or unintentionally for some. What else makes my group number 1s all that? The 8 of Wands. Yeah, the way that you communicate is another thing that makes you all that. Let me see. There's a message coming through right now. What is this message coming through right now? Let's get one more tarot card to clarify this. Okay, no, we're being called to clarify every card for the message to come through. All right, so let's clarify the Strength card. We have the 9 of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the Strength card. All right, so this is talking about your ability to overcome. This is talking about you facing the shadows that you then see in other people that they have faced, okay? I'm seeing that you are really gifted when it comes to recognizing broken pieces within someone, but not in a tragic way. It's in a sense of, oh wow, like you came from a similar background or a similar experience, but you bossed up from it too. I'm saying that you really connect with people that are on your wavelength here. The Wheel of Fortune coming out, clarifying the 2 of Cups. What makes you all that is This very same energy that you recognize in others and you now recognize in yourself is going to be attracting a lot of positive connections towards you, or it already has here. I'm seeing that connections will be falling away if they have not already. Yeah, the Six of Cups clarifying the Emperor, because people are seeing that you are no longer who you once were. You can't get over on this person anymore, okay? So there's this emphasis on your path to enlightenment, to self-discovery, to encouragement, all right? And then we have Judgment coming out, clarifying the Eight of Wands, okay? So what makes you all that? You're really not afraid to say what you mean and mean what you say. And it's not out of malice towards anyone. You just really honor yourself above all. Okay, let's get one more to talk about this overall energy, and then I will dive a bit deeper. Let's get one more. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of energy in your energetic field, okay? But I'm seeing that you're really good about kind of discontinuing connections, disconnecting from people. Yeah, the Three of Cups. Okay, so there's this celebratory energy around you, meaning that when people connect with you, they truly connect with you on a deep level. But I'm seeing that there is a lot of room for misunderstandings for people that have not explored life to this depth, or have explored themselves to this depth, is what I see. I'm also seeing what makes you all that is when something is weighing heavy on your mind, you sit with it, you weigh your options, and you figure out the best way to relay the message, but in a way that kind of shows that you're not joking around, you're not playing anymore. Okay, this is talking about, look, I have sat with this for a while and I've been trying to figure out how to say exactly what I need to say, but honestly, this is the best way that I can say this to get this message across to you. And this has a big impact on your connections here. There's a big emphasis on boundaries as well. And you're not afraid to loan some power to people through positive words, or like you like to celebrate people's accomplishments, okay? But I'm just really picking up on this no bullshit energy, if I'm being quite honest. I'm getting someone who's kind of like had enough of a situation, they're ready to wipe their hands clean, but you're not the type to just drop it and walk away leaving it messy. You are very careful and meticulous and well thought out in the way that you move, the way that you plan things, okay? Even if something is like really weighing heavily on you, you are not the type to just drop everything, okay? You go about everything that you do in a well-mannered and well-tempered manner. What else can we add here? Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and I heard love coming out when the Queen of Pentacles came out here. And this is referring to this Emperor energy, someone who, again, recognizes their power, someone who recognizes the energy that they bring into other people's lives. Yeah, the High Priestess. You clearly see the impact that you have on people. And so because of this, you're not afraid to give love to people, but you are very aware of your own energetic levels here. I'm getting this energy of delegating, okay? You have like some sort of boss energy. Some of you are actually like CEOs or managers of a company. The Tower here, yeah, like you're at the top of some sort of list, okay? Like you are it. I'm hearing you are chosen, okay? Wow. As I'm saying that, we have the Empress coming out here, okay? So there's a lot of emphasis on your... Oh, we have the Emperor and the Empress that came out. There's a lot of emphasis on you filtering out energies that don't align with your own. These two are standing out very strongly here. The Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. you just have like this inner knowing of knowing if something's going to be long term, if someone is going to be long term. There's this energy of you not wanting to waste time here. When you see value in something, you go after it, you chase after it, you follow the signs, okay? There's also this energy of spiritual guidance. Remember, I was talking about that protection. Everything that you do is heavily guarded, heavily protected. Okay, yeah, the Knight of Cups. Everything that you pursue as a result of your truest desires is protected, because you are now listening to the divine communication that is being sent to you. Okay, so I feel like with this divine communication that's coming through now, you're trying to figure out how to move to clean up where you are so that you don't leave behind any messes. Yeah, the world. I see you realizing that there is a cycle coming up, or this is just always, you realize that there is a cycle that's coming up or coming to a close, or you always recognize when you're stepping into a new cycle, and you are very sure about crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Okay, this is why you have like this boss demeanor, this energy of someone who can run anything and everything, someone who's well tempered, exactly, well mannered. The Two of Pentacles also tells me that no matter how you're feeling about something on a personal level, you will never let it impact your work life, or you'll never let your work life impact your love life. Okay, you know how to really separate everything in your life, but also keep them in this one big bucket of love. Okay, the things that you love, the things that you enjoy, but you have separate areas for each of those things. So this is what makes you all that. It's your ability to communicate, your ability to put things away until it's necessary. Okay, let's go ahead and get closing messages for my group number one. Closing messages for my group number one. Closing messages for my group number one. Okay, so Spirit's coming through to say that this is just a message that you need to hear right now. All right. If you chose this group, this is a message that you need to hear. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords coming out upright first, all right? Eight of Swords coming out upright first. The Devil, yeah. And the King of Wands, okay? I don't know if this is you or someone else, because this kind of goes completely against how I just described you. Now, I feel like this might be Spirit kind of checking you, because Spirit's like, this is what makes you all that, but look at how you're holding yourself back from being all that, because you're not saying what you need to say. You're not expressing yourself in a healthy manner. There's something that is being withheld here. Yeah, the Star, that is essential to your healing, essential to your elevation. Let's get one more card. Wow, the Fool, exactly. There's something that you need to say or do, or somewhere that you need to go, that is meant to set you free. Maybe this is you exploring a new talent, you exploring a new town, you writing things out, you planning, making a to-do list or a bucket list, and then initializing, okay, like actually starting on said desires here. Let's get a closing card at the center of all of this. Oh, okay. I just saw the Magician as I was saying that, though. Let's get one closing card at the center of all of this. And I would like to note that everyone's head is in the direction looking at the Devil card. Every single one. The Eight of Swords, even though the eyes are covered, its head is looking down at the Devil card, okay? So this is something on your mind that is being held back, okay? Then we have the King of Wands. This is something that you are passionate about that is being held back, okay? Even though you're this King of Wands energy, it's like you're feeling like you're being challenged, okay? Or held down. The Fool here, yeah, there's just something that you are ready to end, something that you are ready to do to set yourself free. Okay, your closing card, the Empress. Wow. So this is talking about being honest about what you are deserving of and how anything that you are currently in right now is not serving that. Is this a mentality? Is this a person? Is this your environment? Is this a job? The moon. This is something that Spirit is asking you to come clean about. Spirit's asking you to come to them and say, look, I don't know why I'm feeling this way or why I want to do this or why this, why that. Please take over for me. Yeah, the world. You're asking for Spirit to complete something for you. And now Spirit's like, all you have to do is ask. Say the word and we got you. Okay, with justice here, say the word and we got you. It'll all work out. The Empress also represents the same kind of justice energy, representing Libra. So this could be in relation to some sort of love connection for you, especially with the Devil here. It's like a more dark depiction of the Lover's card. So maybe you're feeling trapped in a situation or with a person or with a job, okay? Bottom of the deck energy. Oh, well, these cards want to talk to you. I was planning on ending it. Okay, but the way that they came out, we have the Magician, but what came out blocking the Magician is the Three of Wands, okay? And this is literally coming through as, how are you blocking your own blessing right now? How are you blocking your own blessing right now? By pretending that you don't see something or pretending that you don't feel something that is holding you back from doing something new. Again, this could be a person, place, thing, or a mentality. You saying, oh, I shouldn't explore that, so I won't. Okay, the Knight of Wands, you're being called to explore a desire, a passion, an impulse at this time, especially if you know that it is simply pertaining to you and not going to impact anyone else. Just move on it. Bottom of the deck energy to close out your reading. Bottom of the deck energy to close out your reading. The Page of Swords. You're being called to either say something or to quite literally embark on a new adventure, a new endeavor. Take what little knowledge you know and do the most that you can with it and turn that knowledge into wisdom by learning from your actions. Thank you guys so much for choosing and trusting me to be a reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. Be sure to head on over to Tarot with Tay if you have not seen the original version of this video. Be sure to leave love in the comment section here and there. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell here and there. And if you would like to leave a donation, there is a virtual tip jar in the description box. Always appreciated, never required. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, take care. All right, if you selected group number 2, this green highlighter, then this is your reading. Let's go ahead and find out what makes you all that. All right, the King of Pentacles. Okay, so we are coming out strong. We are coming out wise. We are coming out on top. We are coming out intelligent. But I'm seeing someone that's hesitant to say something or hesitant to speak. Like I see this staff in the king's hand as if it's a microphone that he is hesitant to speak into. What is this about? I feel like you have the knowledge to help someone in a situation. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. When they are feeling overwhelmed, I feel like you always know what to say, but you are not the type to just give advice where it's not wanted, okay, where it's not appreciated. All right, yeah, the Three of Swords. So I'm seeing what makes you all that is that you have stepped out of this phase of your life where you felt like you had to try to save everyone with the advice that you have to give. You've started to, some of you have created a safe space where you can like write down your thoughts or your ideas or your advice. Okay, for some of you this is like an old school advice column kind of thing that I'm picking up here. But you've come up with your own way of doing this and the right people are picking up on it. Okay, yeah, Justice. You are finding like-minded individuals that appreciate advice that may be unsolicited but warranted and needed for change. The Death card coming out here. So I'm seeing you in alignment with like-minded individuals, and this is where you shine the brightest here. I feel like this group is very misunderstood. I feel like this group is very hesitant. Okay, you're very hesitant to say something or to do something. It's like you're like, should I? And you're like, oh, okay, fine. The 10 of Swords, clarifying the King of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. That's the thing. You don't become the King of Pentacles by not having your fair share of misfortunate situations or opportunities or circumstances. Yeah. The Nine of Wands coming in the reverse, clarifying the Seven of Cups. You are not overwhelmed by the same things that other people are because you've seen it before or you've had a vision of it before. There's something about you being in this one position and learning a lot from that one place, okay? So this also tells me the Two of Pentacles coming out with the Three of Swords. Again, we're talking about weighing the options here, weighing like what would we lose out on? Is it really worth speaking up about? What is this? Justice being clarified by the Four of Pentacles. I'm also picking up this storyline of you feeling like you're not getting the credit that you deserve in a situation, or like your wisdom is not being appreciated right now. Just know that you are moving into this energy. Remember, I was talking about that soul fam that would appreciate that. I feel like you guys have either created this space or you're going to create this space or something along this line, or you're going to find that space that you belong in, okay? Clarifying the Death card, we have the Hanged Man in the reverse here. Yeah. So with the Hanged Man in the reverse and the Death card, I'm seeing that you ignite and you spark a lot of change that was necessary, but we didn't know how to start the change. Okay, I'm seeing this energy. Yeah, exactly. The Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles being at the center of this reading is this energy of feeling like I'm feeling unbalanced. I feel hurt about something, but how do I move forward from here? How can I take myself out of this Hanged Man energy? How do I get over this? Okay, so you really know how to get yourself out of a slump, okay? And I'm seeing that people that value this, look at that, the Wheel of Fortune, you know how to change things into your favor. I'm seeing that people that value this or see you doing this for yourself truly appreciate when you do the same thing for them. Yeah, the Fool just came out with the Six of Wands and the Page of Wands. Exactly. The Wheel of Fortune came out first, so I'll place that there. With the Fool and the Six of Wands and the Page of Wands, this is just so much winning energy, so much vitality, so much life after learning some tough lessons, okay? Like, this doesn't come without its grievances. Let me make that clear. This is not all sunshine and rainbows here. Center of it all, wow, the Magician. But at the end of the day, your energy is coming through as an alchemizer who is able to really shift and change any scenario to benefit them, okay? And not in a negatively manipulative way, but the Magician is an energy manipulator, meaning, you know what? I'm gonna take these lemons and make some bomb ass lemonade and I'm gonna sell it on the corner, and whoever wants to drink it up sure can, but I won't force them. Look at that, the Empress. The Empress doesn't force anything. The Empress attracts, okay? The Empress attracts. And what came out with the Empress is the Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. They may not come right when I set up shop, but they'll see over time. Remember I was talking about you sitting somewhere and feeling like you want to say something? I feel like this group feels like people don't listen, or you feel... I just get this energy of lack, okay? I am sensing that you feel there's some sort of lack or some sort of something that's just not working out for you, okay? But I'm seeing that you are definitely being called to hold on, because You have to, again, pull yourself out of your slumps before you can help other people out of their slumps, okay? And that's what I'm seeing, is that you don't even realize that right now you are kind of in an energetic slump. And once you pull yourself out of this, this is going to be that chariot, okay, that energy to just push you forward. All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is also this energy of being okay with doing it on your own, okay? This is talking about change at the hands of the self. No help from anyone else, all right? The only help that you really need, Three of Wands, are the blessings granted to you through the divine. Your closing card, we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, so wherever you are in your life that you feel dissatisfied with the circumstances, or you feel like people aren't listening to you, I'm seeing that you are still persevering, you're still working. I want you to continue to do just that, because this is why you are all that, is because you don't necessarily need validation from outside sources. Of course, we all desire it, but I see that you put in great work when you're just not worried about how it's perceived by the world or what they think. Just, you're being called to honor your own opinion above everything at this time, and to continue to put in your greatest efforts despite who may or may not be watching. And this is what makes you all that, is because of the way that you will persevere, the way that you will overcome all of these obstacles, the way that you continue to do this every single day. Even though things may not be going in your favor, you are still putting on a great show in Spirit's like, you may not see us, but we see you. All right, so this is Spirit definitely acknowledging you, okay? I feel like someone really needed that acknowledgement at this given moment. So let's go ahead and get closing messages for my group number 2s as to why they are all that. Let's see. Let me go to the next song. All right, let's go ahead and get some closing messages for you guys, okay? This is about a love connection or something new, okay? Something that you really wanted to work out, but again, it's kind of like not. I'm getting this group right here. The reason why you're all that is because a lot of things don't tend to go your way, okay? I'm going to be honest. The Ten of Swords here, things seem to be difficult for you, but you make it look easy. But I promise you that this is just the beginning to get over the hump here, because wherever you started, yeah. Okay, we have the Lovers. Oh, wow, so many cards just, okay. We have the Lovers. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. I'm hearing no, that's in the upright. And the Page of Pentacles. What's at the center of this reading? There's one card that needs to go right here to complete this. Some of you are being encouraged to ask for help. Okay, yeah, the Four of Pentacles. You're feeling stuck somewhere. This is what keeps running through our heads. This is something that, it's like a toxic mental cycle that keeps us spinning and keeps us stuck. The Page of Pentacles is up here trying to move forward. What is this page focused on? Look, peace. Oh my gosh. This Page of Pentacles just wants to manifest peace. How can this group move past this toxic cycle behind the page? I'm hearing meditate, breathe, forgive, let go. I'm seeing someone journaling under the moon, under the stars, okay? Yeah, the tripping squirrel just came out to clarify this entire thing right here. This group, the reason why something is not manifesting is because you're not trying to move past something, okay? What is this? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, you're stressing yourselves out about a love connection. Wow, the Two of Cups just came out as I said that. What's pairing these two together is that you're trying to create something, manifest something beautiful, but at the back of your mind, shit's going whack, going crazy, going berserk, but you're still birthing something, okay? Give us advice for what's going crazy. What is this? What is our advice card here? What can we do? Ace of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands. The Moon. There's going to be some sort of kind of, how can I express that? Divine intervention. Yeah, there's going to be a divine intervention to kind of alleviate this part of the brain that's going brazy, that's going crazy, that's like, what do I do? How do I move? Look, the Six of Swords just came out. I kid you not. The last card over here. You are moving towards peace, and I just want you to know that you feel like you might be going crazy in the middle of like trying to create this world, but I promise you, it's just a part of the process. So allow yourself to go through the motion. Look, the Eight of Pentacles. Continue to work, and I promise you, this over here will be taken care of over time. But hey, this is a part of the process. Look at that, the Death card. This is a part of the process to stepping into the new life that you wish to manifest. Boom. The Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck here. This is the message that Spirit wanted to come through to you. Whatever it is that's on your mind, whatever it is that's worrying you, whatever it is that's taking your energy, you're being called to meditate, journal, under the moon. Didn't I talk about that? For some of you, dancing at nighttime or dancing under the moon, or singing at nighttime or singing under the moon, or just doing something with the moon is going to creating under the moon. Okay, so using your creative yin energy is going to allow you to find your way out of this space divinely. Okay, and like I said, divine intervention is at play here. Your last card, look, Temperance. Guys, I'm telling you, you have to believe me when I tell you that peace is coming to you, even with all of this chaos at the back of your mind. But this peace that you're bringing in with, it's like you're doing two things at once. You're dealing with your mental stresses, your mental anxieties. You're dealing with all of this right now while still doing all of this. You shall be greatly rewarded with peace. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune has remained, and this card wants to come out. Look, the Two of Wands. You have no idea what the future holds for you. Oh my gosh, the Sun is right behind that. The Seven of Wands. Keep fighting. I promise you, this is going to become a distant memory. You not moving on something is actually allowing you to gain a higher perspective. Hence why the this was at the back. Hence why the Sun is right behind the Wheel of Fortune, because something is coming to light here. It's going to be clear about how to move, how to change, what to do, or something is just going to kind of resolve itself. So let's go ahead and get bottom of the deck energy for my green highlighter group before we move on. Bottom of the deck energy for you to close out this reading with. The bottom of the deck energy. I just keep hearing create. You need to create. Look at that, the Seven of Cups. You are overwhelmed by a lot, and creation is your sanity. Okay, creation is your space of sanity right now. So create beautiful things, weird things, things that can be used, things that can't be used. Just create for the sake of creating. And this is going to kind of push out one anxiety after another, after the other, after the other. Thank you guys so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, most importantly, truth and motivation to you. If you enjoyed this reading, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you liked it enough to leave a donation, there is a virtual tip jar in the description box. Always appreciated, never required. Thank you in advance. And be sure to subscribe and hit the bell here, but also over on Tarot with Tay, and check out the version of that video, of this video over there, the OG. There's different messages that come out, and I feel like it would be very helpful and useful to combine the two for your own personalized message. But without further ado, let's get into the next group. Group number 2, Group number 3, if you selected this pink highlighter, then this is your reading. And I'm seeing that you are really good about moving forward. And it's funny that I said group 2 when you are group 3, and now we're talking about moving forward. So something may be on your mind, but you are focused on healing. Exactly, the Star. So what makes you all that is your ability to keep your head down, keep yourself in balance, keep yourself in check. Let's also clarify that the star is in connection to Aquarius. Aquarius is very good about withdrawing from the emotions. Look at that, the Six of Cups. This is talking about you're all that because of the way that you can detach from certain situations, places, things, okay? Wow. I kid you not. I was about to say distance yourself from some guides or gurus, and the guru is literally here. Okay, so this is talking about your ability to detach from past lessons that you, let me say, basically advice that probably wasn't the best advice, or the way that you were brought up or raised. I'm seeing that you are able to detach yourself from this, okay? Yo, like my own intuition is really like throwing me for a loop right now, because I kid you not, this card, I kept hearing the guru before I flipped it over, but I was like, why am I hearing that? This is why you have to listen to your intuition. Thank you. It all makes so much sense. Okay, this group, your intuition is on 1,000. All right. And there was a point in time where you felt like you had to listen to someone else in order to be successful. Now you're literally pouring all that ish out, and you're like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me. Look at that, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me. Look, I tried your way, but it's BS, quite honestly. So I'm gonna try my way. Look at that, the Three of Cups. Yeah. We went from Six of Cups to Three of Cups. You're like, look, yeah, this was all fun, this was all great, and yeah, your advice was positive and you cared for me. This is talking about you separating yourself from like certain ways of parenting, okay, or ways of being raised, okay? Just, I'm seeing you not taking everything for what you were told it was. You are the investigative kind of spirit, okay? You're not afraid to, exactly, you are your own guide, your own guru, your own explorer, your own teacher, okay? This is not to say that you are completely shut out to anyone else. No, not that at all, because you're still very receptive and open. Actually, you're more receptive and open to learn from experience, thus putting you more in the present moment to pay attention to what people say, think, and do. But instead of taking what they say, think, and do and just taking it for what it is, you see it for what it actually is. The Hermit. So what makes you all that is your ability to withdraw, your ability to tap into who you are. Okay, the bottom two cards want to come out here. Look at that, the Nine of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Even when it seems as though it may not work out, or it may seem as though you are taking the more difficult route, because I'm seeing you, again, you went from having 6 cups, 6 friends, to now you have 3, but now you're more satisfied, you're more at peace, you're happier, okay? And then you go within, and then boom, now you have 9 cups. You learn how to take those 3 cups, those 6 cups, and make them your best, okay? There we go. Taking your past, learning how to celebrate with it, going within with all of it, applying love to it, and then making something greater of it. But what is this Five of Pentacles? Judgment. Seeing why you had to go through whatever it was that you had to go through. Let's get clarifiers for the Nine of Cups. Let's get a clarifier. Just one clarifier for the Nine of Cups. There's so much. Okay, Spirit's like, there's just so much that comes of you taking your own personalized route. That's why there's like a lot of cards that want to talk to you. Look at that, the King of Pentacles. There's so much abundance to be had here in this space where that's why, yo, that's so funny. You guys do want to go back and watch group number 2. It makes so much sense. You have developed from there, or you are developing from there to now stepping into this energy, and this is what makes you all that. What else can we add here? Five of Pentacles being clarified by the Queen of Wands. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. This is taking your pride, your power, your presence, and your religion. Those are the 4 things I heard. Pride, power, presence, and religion. And making it your own. Wow, the Three of Swords coming out here. Despite any losses that you may have taken, you have learned how to bounce back, receive a fair trade, a fair game. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. All right, so what makes you all that is your ability to find justice yourself. And this is not to say that you go about this in a less than moral way. It's just you go against the grain, you go against what's expected, you go against what most people would often do. Okay, so what makes you all that is your ability to listen to your own inner guidance and to completely ignore people. Like, yeah, you are being told that you are all that for your ability to kind of ignore people. Yeah, temperance, and find your own truth. And what it's not that you ignore them, you take what they say with a grain of salt and then make a whole meal out of their little opinion. Look at that. But the tripping squirrel, you don't let it drive you crazy. You refuse to let anyone's opinion drive you crazy. Let's go ahead and get closing messages. Okay, if you selected this group, then you are meant to hear these closing messages right now. You deserve more, is what I'm hearing. The devil. You're feeling trapped, locked in a certain place. And then we have love, the guru at the bottom of the deck. Something that is not aligning with you. It's not making you happy. Okay, so I'm getting that this group is like my weird group. Okay, like everybody's weird in their own way, but you are very different. And the Fool coming out here lets me know that I am on the right track with this storyline, because you are trying to go about doing something in the traditional way, the professional way, even for some of you. But the way that the world gets this done is not necessarily the way that you are meant to get it done, or the way that the world experiences this, or defines this is not necessarily the way that you experience or define, love. Wow. There's a connection with a person, place, thing, or a mentality that is needing to be changed. You're trying to still have the love, but break the chains. That's it. Look, the stars. Set yourself free, set yourself apart, stand out. You're trying to go from the devil to the lovers. Like, look at how similar the images are here. But the main difference is that these two are not chained. Your soul is being asked to be freed from someone, something, or a certain way of doing something. Okay? Because tradition is just not for you in this realm. Okay? Yeah, the Two of Wands. This is asking, how can we go back to the drawing board? Look, and I said that the way that the world experiences this or does this is not the way that you are meant to. And this person, Two of Wands traditionally, is always holding the world. And literally, the world in this card is shaped like a heart, which lets me know that the way that the world experiences love is not the way that you were meant to experience love. Page of Swords, you're meant to be on your own path, your own journey, your own experience, okay? The King of Cups, more energy to emphasize love, okay? And the Knight of Cups, more energy to emphasize love, okay? How can you calmly, coolly, collectedly express what's on your heart with love to let it be known how you feel? Look at that. I'm hearing your discrepancies. What are your worries? What are your fears? What are your concerns? Look at that. Five of Swords, and I split the deck to the Five of Pentacles. There's a change that's not necessarily the most comfortable change, but it needs to happen, or a conversation that needs to happen, because it's simply how you feel, and you need peace. In order to feel peace, you must say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart, say what you're worried about. You're being called to express your worries, your concerns to this person, place, or thing that is making you feel tied down or like you don't have freedom. What is it? The way that the world experiences this thing, for some of you potentially love or a connection or work or something, is not working for you. How can we find the words on our soul to speak about it, to then be freed? All right, let's go ahead and get closing bottom of the deck energy for my pink group, for my group number 3s. Be sure to tap into the last group if you felt called to check out group number 2. That's a strong message for those of you that selected this group. All right, and also be sure to subscribe and hit the bell here, but also over on Tarot with Tay. If you haven't already seen the original video of why you're all that, be sure to head on over there and combine the messages and see what's similar, what's different, and how can you use your intuition to guide you to your truth. Bottom of the deck energy for my pink group number 3s. I almost called you group number 2 again. The 7 of Cups. Where is there uncertainty? Okay, I'm pretty sure the last group ended on the 7 of Cups as well. So this is just extra confirmation to go back to group number 2. You are overwhelmed by something. You feel just, look, the 2 of Pentacles right behind it. You're just, oh my gosh, the 10 of Wands. You're burdened by something that is making you feel like you are not an individual. There's something that's making you feel like you're not an individual, and you're being called to act on your passion, your desires at this time to manifest a promising future for you. Okay, this is saying that it may not be the easiest thing to say, the easiest thing to do, but you can find the words for this change, and maybe this person, place, or thing will work with you. All right, High Priestess, this is literally a destined conversation that you're meant to have, or a destined move that you're meant to make in order to get you to a certain place in life. So I'm going to get a second bottom of the deck closing card for you. Look at that, the Hanged Man. Spirit's like, we need you to shift your perspective. That's what this whole thing is all about. It's like you literally have the wings to fly away, Hanged Man. You literally have the wings to fly away. But you're holding yourself here. Why? Maybe this is with a person, place, thing, or a mental construct. But peace is in your future. Peace is owed to you. Bring yourself peace. Speak your truth. Next group. Group number 4, if you selected this blue Sharpie, then this is your reading. Let's go ahead and find out what makes you all that. Stepping into your energy, I feel like I was preparing for a speech, or preparing to say something, or preparing to let something be known. Wow, the King of Pentacles. And yeah, so there's been this building up through this reading, from groups 2, 3, and now to this group. And the King of Pentacles has been highly involved in all of those groups here. I'm seeing you preparing to say what you feel, what's on your mind. Look at that, the Emperor, expressing your truths from your throne despite who may feel a way about it. Okay, I'm seeing that this is somewhere that we've been before. All right, what makes my groups all of that? My group number 4 all that? I literally see you in this place, coming back to this place time and time again, where you're kind of like, all right, I really didn't want to have to say this. I didn't want to have to know this, but damn. Okay, for my own happiness, stability, and well-being, look, the Queen of Swords, I'm going to say it. So let's get some clarifiers to open up this message to see what makes my group number 4s all that. The King of Pentacles being clarified by the 3 of Wands. This is seeing something very clearly, but not knowing if it's necessary for you to get involved. Okay, I'm seeing the King of Pentacles was being wise, sitting back, weighing the options, getting a feel for it all. The Emperor, the 3 of Pentacles, lets me know that you've now seen all elements involved here. You've now observed how you really feel. I feel like this is you getting an understanding of yourself. And now you are preparing to kind of like put up boundaries, set boundaries, and let the chips fall where they may. And what I mean by that is like, you're kind of saying and doing things that you know are going to push people's buttons, but you're like, look, if their buttons are pushing, they're that pissed and they leave, and that means that it's just how it's meant to go. Look at that, the Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Again, it's this energy of, I've been here before. I just see you coming through these same cycles time and time and time and time and time again, but now you're finally in the right position now to finalize this cycle. I'm seeing that you are finalizing this cycle now, or you have, and this is what makes you all that. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is an ongoing process, that you are finalizing this process. You are seeing something very clearly and seeing where you stand and how your life is unfolding in front of you. And you're seeing who is around you and how their life may be unfolding in front of them, and seeing how it may or may not work. Clarifying the Ten of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have a connection here. The King of Pentacles has the Three of Wands on the mind, while the Queen of Pentacles has the Ten of Cups on the mind. I'm getting this energy of not wanting to give anyone or anything the wrong impression or the wrong idea. Queen of Swords being clarified by the Guru. I'm seeing you expressing things for your greatest and highest good, spiritually speaking. Meaning, if something is hindering your spiritual growth, your time to yourself, I'm seeing you calling that situation out, calling people out to say, okay, this is not going to work for me because I have evolved to this point. Yeah, the Ten of Wands here. There's a burden that you are finally closing out a chapter within. Look at that, the Devil. The Eight of Swords, okay, wow, peace. And the Sun. When I tell you the way that these cards just unfolded and unpacked the situation, Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you're preparing to speak, you're preparing to say something. You're preparing to say what you feel, how you feel, what you're passionate about, what you're not passionate about. I see you communicating the need to get your spark back, to get your energy back, okay? To get your creative spunk back. All right, I need clarifiers for these cards. Clarify the Ten of Wands for me. Clarifying the Ten of Wands is the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is, again, a long time coming. I have to stress that this is a cycle that has been ongoing for a while, all right? There are happy moments. There are great moments, but then there are other times where, like, yo, I feel like I'm not living to my highest and greatest potential because I'm being held back. Speaking of held back, let's talk about this Devil card. Yeah, the Six of Wands coming out with the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles fell on top of this Seven of Pentacles. And it's kind of like, it's like you're waiting on a wait. Okay, you're waiting to be told that you can now wait in line for this thing. Waiting on a wait. I don't know what that means, but that's what's coming through right now. You feel like you're being held up in an unnecessary position. The Eight of Swords here, yeah, the Page of Wands, and it's taking control over your creative endeavors or your creative mind. It's holding you back, it's holding you down. Okay, something is holding you back, holding you down, and you are finally recognizing how to move away from it. Okay, look, the Six of Swords, talking about moving away. This is literally talking about moving towards calmer waters. We have the Four of Swords, which on this card specifically says peace. We're moving into the calmer waters because you're now realizing what had you down, what it was that took you out of your position of power. Hence the King of Pentacles and the Emperor here. The Sun being clarified by the High Priestess. This is talking about your inner standing, your inner understanding of this circumstance. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a situation or a scenario with a person, place, thing, or a job or something of that nature that you've been highly involved with, or Okay, so my camera died, but I'm not going to stop the reading because we're almost done. And Spirit made it clear that that little cutout was emphasis on stalling. Okay, we're stalling our own healing process because we are weighing how other people may feel. But this is again why we keep coming back to the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, because we are not expressing our truths. We are not expressing in a way that shows that we have learned from our past lessons. You're being called to say something to remove this feeling of a blockage. There's something that's blocking your creative juices from flowing. And it may have to do with, again, a person, place, thing, a job, whatever the case may be. But there is some sort of altered path that is opening up for you, and this is what makes you all that. Or either you've already opened up this path because you have said what you needed to say to alleviate these burdens. And yes, it may be a bit confusing in the moment because you felt like this is something that you so strongly wanted or needed or desired, but now I'm seeing that you are becoming more clear about how unclear you are about a person, place, or a thing. And this is what makes you all that. Okay, I know this reading is kind of like, how does this make me all that? But I'm telling you that either this is an ongoing process that you are learning, or you have already learned this and you have already stepped into the highest level of your healing process, your healing journey. All right, so splitting the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. So we're talking about expressing truths that are on the heart, on the soul, within the mind, again, to remove this blockage that is separating your power from your happiness. You can have both. Okay, there's something here about you being able to have both, and anyone that doesn't align with that is just simply not meant to be there. So now I'm going to go ahead and get closing messages for you to see what your bottom of the deck energy is, as well as a closing message for you. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, so the reason why this is interesting is because Spirit made it clear that these are the only two cards for your closing message. And it's two sevens. We have the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Wands is talking about you constantly battling with something, but I'm seeing that these are like invisible things that are fighting you, that are against you. Okay, or that tells me that this could be something within yourself that you are fighting, that you are like trying to battle with here, and it's taking your joy because there's some sort of message that's not being relayed here. Again, there's this delay in a message. There we go, a delay in delivery. You feel stuck, stagnant, because you're not standing up for what you truly believe in one sense, because something is very difficult for you to say. Like, yeah, this talks about a spiritual warrior. It's not easy to fight these spiritual wars. It's not easy to make choices that are best for you right now, and it being completely different from what was best for you 2-3 months ago. This is talking about being familiar with when it's time to close out a cycle. Let me pull. Yeah. When it's time to remove yourself from a circle, a situation, for your own peace. Okay, this is not to say that people are like out to get you. Look at that. The tripping squirrel comes out to tell us that this is not to say that these people are toxic. It just simply means that you don't function well in these large groups or these group projects. For some of you that you are being told to participate in, you are meant to thrive in a different way. And there's this energy of prolonging this. And that's what Spirit was trying to hint at in this reading. The moment that you stop prolonging this, or the moment that you speak up, or the moment that you say what needs to be said within this connection, okay, the thing that's drawn, there's a third party situation, something that's drawing too much of your energy, driving you crazy and not allowing you to create. There's a delay in creation that Spirit wants to emphasize here. But the Empress, being your bottom of the deck energy, your closing card, lets me know that you are on the precipice of a breakthrough. The moment that you continue to express these truths here, this person is walking away with 5 swords. 5 of Swords talks about a betrayal, a reconsideration. There's some sort of decision that you are like in panic mode about. The tripping squirrel is literally telling us that there is a prolonged energy here because we are tripping over something that we need to speak up about. or we need to remove ourselves from, because we feel like we have to constantly fight, constantly move. I'm getting this energy of you not being able to sit still. But look at the Empress. The Empress literally doesn't do anything but sit on her throne and attract. So how can you be the Empress but also be this tripping squirrel that's running all over the place, completing these tasks, fulfilling all these people's pleasures, but not your own? I could go on and on here. This message was kind of all over the place, especially for the group number 4, but I do apologize. But hey, you know me, I'm going to say what I feel needs to be said. But be sure to head on over to the other channel, Tarot with Tay, because that video didn't come out like this, which is how you know that this was just meant to come out for those that are tuned in right here, right now. But yeah, be sure to subscribe to this channel, as well as hit the bell on this channel, as well as subscribe to Tarot with Tay if you haven't already, and hit the bell over there. Leave love in the comment section down below, and let me know if this reading resonated, if this is exactly what you needed to hear, even though if it wasn't necessarily the easiest thing to hear. But I want you to know that what makes you all that is the way that you constantly fight for what you truly believe in. But I'm seeing that there's some beliefs or some things that you want to fight against, but you feel like it's too hard, it's too complicated, but you're not realizing that it's only driving you like the tripping squirrel a little crazy. All right, what's driving you? What's driving them nuts? I just feel like this group needs so much. Look, your peace, bro. Look, I want to be like, hey, I can solve all your problems by telling you this. The only thing I can tell you is that you have to make that difficult choice, that difficult decision, to realize that you can't have your cake and eat it too in this situation. You have to say what you need to say in order to not be this tripping squirrel, and allow yourself to be at rest so you can attract what needs to be attracted. What does the Empress have to say? Look, the truth starts within. 4:44 on the timer as I say that, so I'm going to go ahead and close out right here. I've said all that needed to be said. Much love to you. Much power to you. Until next time, take care.
Hey, yeah, made that money on a Monday. Yeah.